Hello, my name is Oscar Bond. I'm doing question 3B of the Teach First Curriculum Knowledge Assessment, which discusses adding fractions and especially 1/3 plus 1/2 and why a group of pupils might have got this wrong. And of course, the mistake they've made is that they haven't made the denominator the same, which is crucial to understanding how to add fractions. You simply cannot get the question right without doing that. And in my experience, the main reason that pupils get adding fractions questions wrong is that it's the first time in maths that the rules really change. Now, what I mean by this is they first taught this at Key Stage 2, and I've had to teach it myself. And when you teach it, unless you put this real emphasis on the fact that actually you have to do something slightly different here, that you have to make the denominators the same, there are some steps before simply answering the questions, which is quite a lot for year 5 to take on, or 10-year-old to take on. They are going to get the question wrong, which is therefore why I've seen pupils in years 7, 8 and 9 still struggling with this, because they haven't understood why they're getting it wrong, because they don't remember doing it, and or that step wasn't made clear to them at Key Stage 2.
So now I'm going to explain how I would teach to do 1/2 plus 1/3. And the first thing I've done is I've written down why it doesn't. So as I explained earlier, 1 plus 1 equals 2 and 2 plus 3 equals 5, but we can't do this because, as I mentioned, we haven't made the denominators the same, and this is a real issue, as I said, with adding fractions. So to understand first why we need to make the denominators the same, I will often start with the idea of pizza, because this is something that everyone knows about and something I can really teach to my students. And so what I've done here is I've drawn out a couple of pizzas. I've got one pizza here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, i.e. 6 sixths, and is there for a whole pizza. And then I've drawn out half a pizza here and a third of a pizza here. Okay, so when we make it into sixths, i.e. if we have kind of half a pizza of 6, we'll have 3 sixths, 1, 2 and 3, and if we have a third of a pizza here, we'll have 2 sixths, 1 and 2. We then want to add these together. If we understand this in terms of 6 now, i.e. 3 sixths and 2 sixths, everything becomes more simple more quickly. But then how do we know without drawing a pizza that we need to get this into sixths? Well, we're going to take ourselves back to here, and we're going to have 1/2 plus 1/3, and we're going to know that 2 times 3 equals 6, okay? So we know now that we have a common denominator between 2 and 3, which equals 6, and therefore we need to frame it in terms of sixths. So once we know now that the denominator needs to be 6, and we know that the top and the bottom need to be the same, we need to do what we did to the bottom to the top. So we do 1 times 3 over 2 times 3, which is the same as this. And we do the same here, which is 1 times 2 plus 3 times 2. And this is going to equal 3 over 6 plus 2 over 6. Exactly the same as we had up here. And therefore, the answer is going to be 5 over 6.